Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to revise the chapter Baswa's farm. So, here are the questions in the form of fill in the blanks, short answer, very short, and long. All these questions we are going to discuss today. Dash are sprayed in the fields for the good growth of plants. As I read the question, children, try to write down the answer in your practice notebook. Fertilizers. Fertilizers are sprayed in the fields for the good growth of plants. See the spelling of fertilizers? The process of cutting and collecting grains from crops is called harvesting. So, harvesting is the process of cutting and collecting grains from the crops. Why Baswa was not able to attend school for many days? Why Baswa was not able to attend school for many days? Baswa was unable to attend school for some days because he had to help his father in collecting onions from the field. List the tools used by farmers in cultivating crops. List the tools used by farmers in cultivating crops. List of tools used by farmers in cultivating crops are with a variously curved blade, typically used for harvesting grain crops, shovel and spade, axe, pickaxe, and hoe. These are the names of the tools used by the farmers. Here, children, we also use the term agricultural implements for these tools. Our next question is differentiate between fertilizer and manure. Manures and fertilizers are soil additives, means they are added to the soil that improve the soil quality, helping plants to grow. The main difference between the two is that manure is all natural animal droppings, while fertilizer may be natural but may also have chemicals and other unknown substances added to it. While writing the difference, children, you will draw a column in between. At one side, you will give the heading manure, and on the other side, you will give the heading fertilizer. And manures are naturally made, they are made from the animals and plant products and animal droppings, whereas fertilizers are made in the factories and mostly they are NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So, fertilizer is having more of a chemical, whereas manure is not having so much extra chemical in it. Fine. Differentiate between wholesaler and retailer. When you have gone through the chapter, you might have studied about the wholesaler, retailer, and in our day to day life also, you might have heard these terms used by your elders. So, the word wholesale simply means selling in bulk. Wholesale means selling in bulk quantities, and retail stands for selling merchandise in small quantities. while a wholesaler sells goods to the businesses as they purchase goods to sell it further. On the other hand, a retailer targets final customer and sells goods to them. One example I can give you, children, like we go to a shop to purchase some dress for you, a nice dress for you. Okay, so directly you will go to the shop and you will purchase, or you are purchasing shoes. Fine. So that person or that shopkeeper is the retailer because you are the direct customer. But they are getting all those things on a little less price from the wholesaler. So now here we have the question. Plants and crops that grow in winter are called Kharif, Rabi, none of these. Let us check. Rabi. Yes, it is correct. So, plants and crops that grow in winter are called Rabi crops. The type of roots seen in grass is taproot, fibrous root, none of these. Let us check our answer. Fibrous root. Yes, the answer is correct. The type of root seen in grass is fibrous root. Next question is, why should the onions be taken out at the right time? Why should the onions be taken out at the right time? The onions will rot in the ground if it is not taken out at the right time. So, which good quality of Baswa is seen in this lesson? Baswa helps his father in the field. Hope children, you all also help your parents at home in their work. You should help your parents in small household work. Now we have the question, why should we sow the seeds at a regular distance? Why should we sow the seeds at a regular distance? The seeds should be sown at a regular distance so that the saplings get sufficient sunlight, air, and water to grow into a healthy plant. The seeds should be sown at a regular distance so that the saplings get sufficient sunlight, air, and water to grow into a healthy plant. What is the role of a farmer in our society? What is the role of a farmer in our society? Children, all these answers you don't have to learn by heart. You have to just understand so that you can write in your own words. Don't just learn word by word the answers. You should understand and then you should be able. He works hard in the field and cultivates crops so that we get food to eat. A farmer plays one of the most important role in our society. He works hard in the field and cultivates crops so that we get food to eat. Mention the implements used for onion cultivation and its uses. The implements used for onion cultivation are khunti to dig the soil, courage to plough the field or to sow the seeds, illige to cut the dried leaves. So these are the three important functions. Children, you should also be able to identify the picture of these implements. What are weeds? Why should we remove them from the field? Weeds are unwanted plants that grow along with the crops in the field. They compete with the crops for space, nutrients, water, and light. The weeds grow faster than the crops. They also consume large amount of water and nutrients for their development. So, it is necessary to remove the weeds from the field for the healthy development of the crops. Which animal pulls the courage? Bullock, cow, buffalo, ox. We will see whether our answer is correct. Yes, bullock pulls the courage. How many days did it take for the sprouts to appear? Let us check our answer. It is wrong. We will try again. We will go for 20 days. Yes, it is talking about the onion plant because other we can see the sprouts appear more early also. Which crop was cultivated in Baswa's field? This you all know. Onion. What was Baswa's father's occupation? He was farmer. Where does Baswa live? Let me check whether you can answer it correctly. Yes, Karnataka.